Welcome back. Let's get you the latest in the Pegasus row. The Wire, in its latest report, has claimed that top security personnel also figure on the list of potential targets. The Wire report claims that two serving colonels who challenged official policy, a retired intelligence officer who took RAW to court, and two serving BSF officers also figure in this list. As per the report, KK Sharma, former head of Border Security Forces, is also mentioned in the list of potential targets. As per The Wire, Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal's personal assistant VK Jain also figures in this list of potential targets. Now, Jain handled most significant files in the Delhi government office. The report claims that a senior ED officer, Delhi Chief Minister's personal assistant, and officials of the Niti Aayog and Prime Minister's office are also on this database of numbers which may or may not have been hacked or spied on. Now, the Bengal government has formed an inquiry commission to look into the Pegasus reports. The retired Supreme Court Justice M.B. Lokur-led panel will be probing the alleged spyware misuse. This comes in just ahead of Bengal Chief Minister reaching Delhi today to meet key opposition leaders. Remember, the Chief Minister's nephew and TMC MP Abhishek Banerjee's name is also reportedly in the list of potential spyware targets.
The Cabinet has approved the appointment of a commission of inquiry consisting of Honorable Justice M.B. Lokur, retired Judge, Honorable Supreme Court of India, and Honorable Justice Jyotirmoy Bhattacharya, retired Chief Justice, Honorable High Court at Calcutta, in exercise of power conferred by Section 3 of the Commission of Inquiry Act 1952 in the matter of widely reported illegal hacking, monitoring, putting under surveillance, tracking, recording, etc. of mobile phones of various persons in the state of West Bengal.
My colleague Meenakshi joins us for more on this. Meenakshi, for our viewers, can you just quickly summarize what the latest reports say and who are the potential targets who are under the scanner?
Well, Aarti, you have pretty much referred to those purported reports, and remember, these are all allegations that have been printed in the digital portal Wire. Like you rightly mentioned, there is at this juncture no backing of authenticity or veracity, which is why the announcement that has been made by the West Bengal government assumes a lot of import. Remember, for the inquiry commission to be set up by Mamata Banerjee's government, two things were required. She had to have spoken to Justice Madan Lokur. He should have agreed to be the lead person heading this inquiry commission, and then she would have had to also seek the consent of the Honorable High Court retired Chief Justice. So those things she has done before making an announcement, which assumes a lot of import, like you were mentioning, right ahead of her trip to New Delhi, where she's slated to meet with the Prime Minister, the President, and also chief opposition leaders. So that assumes a lot of import, given the fact that how the Pegasus spyware issue has rocked the monsoon session of Parliament. We have seen the united opposition's demand about a statement from the Prime Minister or Home Minister in the floor of the House. And on the other hand, we have seen the government's hesitance because the government has come out with a series of explanations and clarifications on Pegasus, which clearly has left the opposition dissatisfied at this juncture. So in this backdrop, setting up a committee really sends out a very strong message from Mamata Banerjee's side, again taking a disparate position from that of the central government, which we have seen her often do, especially in the run-up to Bengal Assembly polls. But that has now concluded, and clearly the target now is 2024 Lok Sabha, which is why this issue is not going to go away anytime soon, with the central government talking in one language, and then we have the state chief minister of a crucial state like West Bengal, Mamata Banerjee, who is positioning herself to be a force multiplier for the opposition ahead of Lok Sabha 2024, going ahead and ordering inquiry into the same.
Well, certainly, Meenakshi, a lot of political significance and, political undertones to this decision as well. Thanks so much for joining us. In fact, Priyanka Tibrewal of the BJP also joining us this evening. Priyanka, good evening to you. Thank you so much for speaking to Mirror Now. The fact of the matter is the Chief Minister of Bengal has done something which the central government should be doing. Now, the centre has made a statement in the Lok Sabha. They haven't been allowed to make one in the Rajya Sabha. Wouldn't it just be better if the centre concedes to a demand for a probe?
No, I don't understand that you need to probe issues which actually require a probe, right? To someone today speaks something and tomorrow again they come and say that no, whatever we said yesterday is not true, whatever we are saying today is true. So for each and everything, if the centre makes and forms committees consisting of old judges, retired judges of the High Court and Supreme Court, then in that case, I'm sorry to say, we are in India, every passing day we have a new affair. So now today what Mamata Banerjee did, really West Bengal is really proud of her, because, she fails to understand that what are the issues which actually require, a depth knowledge. And we can understand her knowledge from this, because when people wanted probe in matters, when people wanted that a committee should be constituted to probe the Rose Valley, where a committee should be constituted to probe the chit fund or the Narda, where thousands of people lost their hard-earned money, she didn't open her mouth then. Why? Because when people wanted to know that why her paintings were purchased by Sudipto Sen, the promoter of Sharda, now a bust chit fund company, for 1.8 crore rupees. She didn't form a committee then.
Priyanka, let's just
she did not want that there should be a probe on that.
Priyanka, let's just keep Mamata Banerjee aside, okay? Let's assume that this is entirely a political decision for her to launch this probe. Keeping Mamata Banerjee aside, speaking only as BJP, speaking only as somebody who represents the centre in a way, why shouldn't the central government actually look and probe into these allegations, especially when countries like France and Israel have similarly decided to investigate?
That is the work of the centre to decide. If certainly they come across or they find that there is enough which requires an investigation, they will pass the orders accordingly. But you see, today someone writes something in the newspaper, the other newspaper, and we all know from where these news came out. So rather than wasting the time of the centre, which the centre will use to do some lucrative work, what have they done the last entire week in the parliament? What has the opposition done? This time not only belongs to the opposition, but it belongs to the entire country. And at such a time where we are facing this pandemic, we are struggling to come out of this, they are wasting time. They are not allowing the parliament to work, the session to work, but rather they all with a common thought and like-minded parties like the Congress and the TMC, who do not think that it is important to talk about the violence which is happening in their own state, where the entire Human Rights Commission is coming and saying that people are being killed and murdered. Then they don't want to talk about the constitution. They don't want to talk about the fundamental rights of people. But yes, when a fake news of this Pegasus comes out, then they realize that how important the fundamental rights and freedom is to the people of India.
Priyanka, I request you to stay with us. We can continue this discussion. I request you to stay with us. Dipankar Dey, TMC supporter, also joins us. Dipankar Dey, Mamata Banerjee has announced this probe. It's going to be headed by a retired Supreme Court justice. But does the probe committee have any authority, or is this just plain posturing and political messaging? Because that panel cannot be able to summon members of the Home Ministry, it can't summon members of the Information and Technology Ministry. So is this panel being set up only and only for grandstanding?
You see, I hope that all the any democratic person in India will appreciate this move. Because somewhere you have to start and somewhere you have to begin, and you know that no charity begins at home. You see, the heinous crime that has been perpetrated in the people of India, especially of the politicians, the journalists, all the policy makers, This has to stop. And you know, in the parliament, this has been raised, and a lot of noises have been made. But union government is not listening to it, and at least somewhere, some people decided that, thanks to Chief Minister of Bengal, she has decided that somewhere the whole process should begin. So that is why I think this is a very important move, and people should and would appreciate this move if someone is really a democratic person and believes in democracy.
Well, I don't know if Priyanka Tibrewal is still there, Mr. Dave, but a short while ago, the BJP was accusing Mamata Banerjee of selectivity and saying that this particular panel has been formed more out of vendetta, more out of, politically needed rather than any other attempt. When she's been asked earlier to set up panels to probe issues within West Bengal, she's refused.
The point here is, BJP may say anything. The question is why they are refusing to initiate any probe. They should have constructed or initiated this probe on their own. Why, if someone has initiated, why they fear that the probe will bring out something at least? So there is no point now why they should make all these kinds of aspersion to Chief Minister of Bengal, who has shown at least the courage to know the truth.
Well, Priyanka Tibrewal, final word to you, and I'm going to ask again. It's a question that we haven't received a response to so far. Does this government of India subscribe, or does it have the Pegasus software? And if not, why are they shying away from announcing a probe?
That's what I'm saying. Now, who has set up this committee? A candidate who lost the Legislative Assembly elections, but is now the CM of Trinamool, not Bengal. Okay, who aspires to do the national politics, has set up this committee, taking ex-Chief Justice, a retired Chief Justice who was a retired judge of the Calcutta High Court. And now we all know how suitably she has selected who would head this committee, because we have all worked here and practiced in the Calcutta High Court, and we all know the reality. Now, apart from that, see, this is the same Chief Minister who does not realize that the importance of right to live under fundamental rights is the most important, which she refuses to give to the people of Bengal. But yes, she speaks of the right of freedom of people. So we all know her understanding of the Constitution, and this is nothing but a tactics to who aspires to be a part of the national politics, just to come out and face people. Now, yes, come out. Whatever is coming out of this committee, we all know today. And it doesn't make any difference to the center at all, because there is no law, no section whereby they can ask the center or where they can question the center.
Okay, Priyanka Tibrewal and Deepanka De, thank you so much for speaking to Mirror Now. Another day of Parliament has been wasted as a result of the Pegasus row and the centre's unwillingness and the opposition's unwillingness to allow a discussion, in fact, on this issue. Pegasus continuing to disrupt and echo in Parliament. Of course, no word from the centre so far on setting up a probe.